It was so great to find Dr. Matthew Aaron at the TI Spring Rally. He was there providing leadership, support, and a great amount of knowledge.
Were burned into my window, and what you're seeing here is my window facing out of the apartment in my solarium, and I actually witnessed the weapon and the people that were firing it at me. It burned my body. It left a big star-shaped bruise on my chest. It caused my entire upper body to become sunburned, or as if sunburned, and it also burned my eyes in a similar pattern. Now, this may look like not much to most people, but if you look at this configuration of concentric circles, this is a close match. Actually, it's identical to what's called a ring resonator. And a ring resonator is an invention or a device that guides electromagnetic radiation, including microwaves, into a non-spreading beam. So in essence, this is the cross-section of the beam. And I was hit with it, and what it did is it changed the properties of the glass. After I was hit, I turned on all the hot water in my apartment. I started boiling water on the stove to fill my apartment with steam. And what you can see is that the steam was sticking to the glass where the beam did not go through it, but where the beam passed through the glass, the steam would not condense. So that microwave energy actually changed the dielectric properties of the glass. It changed the hydrophobicity of the glass. And when I fled my apartment 6 weeks later, this mark was still there because I used the technique with the steam to protect myself. The reason I steamed up my apartment is, number one, I wanted to make the windows opaque so that they couldn't see in. Number two, when you get hit with pulsed microwave energy, it causes a feeling of electrification in your body, and it also causes high-pitched ringing in your ears. But it's not. Tinnitus, yeah, is more of an organically produced. This is produced by a weapon. So tinnitus is not really it is a tinnitus-like effect. So, as I said, number one, I steamed up my windows to make them opaque. It was in winter. This happened in late December 2015. The second reason I steamed up my apartment is by saturating the air with moisture, I was hoping to bleed off that feeling of electrification and that static electricity. And I'll admit that when this first happened, I didn't know it was a microwave weapon. So I was trying to alleviate this sensation of being electrified. And finding these marks in my window was an unintended surprise. And I will say that I had steamed up my apartment windows many times before, and these marks were not present before. And the last thing, as I said before, this pattern was also burned into my eyes. For 24 hours, like you were looking at an arc welder, this pattern was stable in my visual field day and night for 24 hours.
And you're a microbiologist, correct?
I actually have a Ph.D. in neurobiology and behavior from Cornell University. I work, all I can say is that I work inside the Beltway. I'm a health scientist. I'm a published researcher. My name is Matthew Arnegard. You can look up my publications. I've published in top science journals. And, this crime happened to me. Those credentials may give me a little bit of credibility, but the sad thing is it's happening to all kinds of people, and no one is believing us, even when you have solid evidence like this. But the day is coming soon when people will believe us. There's too many of us, and sometimes we do have evidence.
That is really good evidence.
This is about basically an interrelated set of crimes that are going on called gang stalking and or organized stalking and electronic harassment. And electronic harassment is done with radio frequency devices, and normally it doesn't leave any marks on your body, but it can still have it induces pain, and it can affect your heart and your brain. But in extreme cases, it can leave burns on the body. the first microwave ovens were basically made out of radio waves. So now they actually have new technology that's falling into the hands of criminals, can shoot the microwaves out in a beam. And that's actually my apartment window from Canada.
That's your apartment
That's
window?
my apartment window, and 2 of those marks were made when they stopped my heart with radio frequency devices. And I steamed up my windows as a countermeasure, and those are permanent marks in the glass. And those marks match patented technology that's used in microwave lasers. I did send all of this to the FBI and the RCMP. So I have been very vocal about this to federal authorities.
Did you get left marks?
This is my ear.
Oh,
This is my ear.
That's your ear.
This is me. Vancouver, Canada. And that was a burn from a microwave. This person, these people, I got their permission to put their pictures on here.
Yeah.
This person actually went to the doctor and was diagnosed as having radiation burns, not from ionizing radiation, but from non-ionizing radiation. And the FBI took her seriously, actually. So the FBI does know about these crimes on some level, but the crimes are very hard to investigate because they don't leave that much evidence. What we really need is for the FBI to go after these groups as organized crime. These are organized crime groups that are doing this. And this person, James, is from Oregon, and people that have moved into his neighborhood do this. It's easy to do this to people in their homes because these signals can pass right through walls. As you know, your cell phone uses a microwave signal, and the signal goes right into your house, right? So these harassment devices can go right through walls, floors, ceilings. So it's a very sinister type of crime that is used to terrorize people. It's actually, I like to think of it as a type of terrorism. So look it up on, my name is Dr. Matthew Aaron. If you search on YouTube, Dr. Matthew Aaron, targeted individual. Aaron, A-A-R-O-N. And I have a 20-minute YouTube which discusses that.
I'll take some flyers.
I have a video of that. Can you remember that? I want you to watch my video. Dr. Matthew Aaron, targeted individual. Okay.
Yes, and we have flyers too. This has some more info, patents and stuff on the government's technology that they use to do this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for stopping by.